Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner brought to you by Fats Cafe. I'm your host, Katelyn Grisillo, and joining me today from the men and women's tennis team is Coach Dahm. Thank you for joining us today, Coach.
Thanks.
First of all, congratulations on both your team's solid starts, 10-4, 9-4 for the season. Can you talk to us a little bit about their performances so far?
Both teams are playing really well right now. It seems like we're getting more and more confident, as the season goes by. The women in particular have had we've been short a player the past 2 matches, and they've kind of rallied around each other, and they're just competing really hard right now and doing what it takes.
Okay. Now, what are your thoughts on last week's performances against Augusta and Lander University?
Well, obviously both really good. Augusta, on the ladies' side, they came out shorthanded due to some injuries, and with the players they had, they could have won. And we got off to a good start and swept the doubles and played probably the best doubles we played all year, and just clinched it, right there. Which is in a situation like that. If it starts getting close, it gets scary because we're in the position of, we're going to blow this chance, and they're in this position of, we got nothing to lose, we're not supposed to win anyways.
Right. So
that we were able to take that quick was great. And the guys, they also, doubles has been the difference this year. I think I'm so afraid of jinxing things, but we swept Francis Marion, we swept Augusta. I think we've won 12 straight doubles matches. And last year we couldn't buy a doubles win.
Right. I remember us talking about that was something you need to improve on.
And I think last year Augusta probably swept us and Francis Marion probably swept us in 1 year. And it's the same guys. Andy Quirk is no longer there and we have Hunter. But the other 5 guys are the same. So it's just, hats off to those guys for making the improvement we needed.
Maybe it was all that practice they put in.
Maybe it was all that practice they put in.
Now, both
talking
teams...
about practice.
Both teams got the win over Alabama Huntsville. What were your thoughts on both teams' performances in that match?
Well, I didn't know much about. I didn't talk about Lander. Did I skip that one?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Well, we can talk about it if you'd like.
Well, sure. I just wanted to say, the Lander on the women's side, we didn't play well at all, and we got the win just because I think the women just fought so hard. It was actually one of the most impressive matches I've seen, just because. I think we were a little flat, actually, up and down, and they just totally refused to lose. It was great. And the Lander guys were just too good.
Number 4 in the nation.
Yeah, but, I think they could finish higher. They were really good. And we competed well in spots. I think we went 3 sets at 6, and Matthias won at 3, and third doubles was a tiebreaker. You hate to play the could-have game, but, it was an 8-1. It could have been a 6-3. They're really good.
Right, just good competition for your team.
It helps us. Huntsville, I don't think we've ever played them. I didn't know what to expect. They're on spring break, so they're playing a lot of Peach Belt teams. So I've gotten to see, the results they're putting up. They had just beaten Augusta on the ladies' side, so it would have felt we wanted to beat them just to keep that distance between us, and when the rankings come out, which is today. The national rankings come out. I'm looking forward to seeing, where they put us. So I didn't really know what to expect. But, again, we were players short. Kayla Calvert, has had her academic responsibilities, so she wasn't out there. But everyone stepped up. Like Sarah Bernos played, great again. She's had a couple really good singles matches. Our doubles picked it up. And who was it? And Nadine. She played a really good player, and she lost the first set and grinded it out in a 3-hour battle.
Nice. Well, talking about Nadine Tusiyama, she earned the number 1 spot for career wins at the number 1 seed. Can you talk to us about her recovery from her ACL tear last season and just how she's overcome that this season?
Yeah, I think we were saying this earlier. It's an impressive record, seeing she only played a full year, then a half year due to injury, and she's only halfway through her 3rd year.
Right. And
she's already has that record. So she's probably gonna, by the end of her career, set a record that's gonna be pretty hard to beat here.
Definitely.
I think all the credit goes to her for the prehab she did. She was spending hours and hours every week, doing the prehab with Brandon Aiken, and he should get a lot of credit too for the time he put in with her.
Definitely.
She came out of that surgery, and the only thing left to get back was her mind.
Right.
She was afraid, and nothing makes you less afraid than just beating people day in and day out.
Exactly.
So I don't even think she thinks about it right now.
That's good. Now looking ahead, this weekend your team will face North Georgia and early next week Belmont Abbey. What are your expectations for those 2 games?
The only expectations I can have is that we continue to compete as hard as we've been competing. You know, it's hard to say we're going to win this one or lose this one because in the Peach Belt, you know, everything's kind of up for grabs. But North Georgia comes out with a lot of intensity. They make a lot of noise. Like every time a person wins a point, they scream. And I think our guys are starting to get a little more callous to that. I think it was unnerving for them as freshmen, and now they're ignoring it better. But it's going to be intense, very intense. We're going to go up there a day early and try to hit in the morning before the match and get a practice in. There's a little bit of an altitude up there.
Right.
The ball stays in the air a little bit longer. It's easy to go up there and start missing balls. So we're going to do it right, go up the day before, practice the morning of, and try to get used to things because I think a win there puts us into the conference tournament and it puts us a long way towards our goal of postseason.
Oh, wow. And Belmont Abbey, do you know much about them? Is it not in the conference?
Traditionally, they were a little bit weaker down the row. They've always had a couple guys near the top, and you always knew we'd end up finding enough to clinch down the road, but I think they've improved a lot. I think they have a new coach and a new tennis facility, which always helps the program, and I'm expecting them to be better than they've been. As soon as we get through North Georgia, I'll start researching them a little bit better.
1 game at a time.
That's right.
Well, thank you for joining me today, Coach, and I wish you all the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That wraps up another edition of Coach's Corner brought to you by Fats Cafe with Coach Dahm. I'm your host, Katelyn Grisillo. Thank you for watching.